There might be people looking for a live stream. This may or may not work for me. I don't know. Good morning, anyone who's watching. This is Munson from Munson Music Live. I have no idea what I'm doing with technology, and we're here together. Perhaps I'm looking for somebody who might have found something. All right. Oh gosh, I'm on now. All right, awesome. I don't know if anybody will find me or find us. I always feel like this is a secret stream. It's the secret stream, people. So here we are, and somehow my camera is reversed today, so it might look like I'm left-handed. I don't know. But this is a live stream from Munson Music, live on YouTube, and there are 2 people watching. Thank you for joining me, and good morning. It's the first Sunday Q&A on Munson Music Live, and I'm here to answer your questions about my YouTube channels and or tutorials that you're watching that don't make any sense. And so I made a list. Good morning. And if you have questions, just pop them in the thing over there. You can type on the keyboard, and then we'll answer questions as we go along. Hopefully in the order that you asked them. But thank you for watching, and I want you to know that truly from the bottom of my heart that I love you, whoever you are and wherever you are. Today we are joined by the new addition to our family, Baby. Baby, you want to say hello? Oh, baby. Baby's like, Daddy, this is crazy. All right, so anyway, he may be buzzing around, and other people may be walking. Oh gosh, there's
Are you talking about Baby?
There's the beautiful creature that lives in my house called my wife. Hey, Kira. Good morning.
Hey.
This is Baby right here. Baby's chilling.
This Baby.
All right, everybody can say hey to Baby. All right, cool. Mama's gonna say hey to Baby. All right, hey, Baby. Hey, Baby. All right, cool. So if you have questions about oh, hey, Ronaldo. How do you say this in Italian?
I don't know.
I don't know. Ciao.
Oh,
okay,
ciao.
cool. All right, cool. Good morning. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for watching the lessons. Oh gosh, we have Raheel. Hey, how's it going from London? Oh man, I miss London. Man, thanks for figuring out whatever the time difference is between Eastern and London. It's like an 8-hour difference somehow.
It's like
yeah.
midnight there.
Yeah, you guys are like 8 hours ahead of us. Whew. I can't figure out what 9 plus 8 is. I'm a musician. I can only count to 4. I can subdivide, however, which is cool. All right, so I have a list. Oh gosh, and there's my wife playing with the cat. So I hope that's cool with everybody. 2 p.m. Dude, it's afternoon. Hopefully it's not too crazy hot, man. I feel like that. Man, London's got to be an awesome place. I've been to London at least twice before. It's been a long time, but man, whoa, it's great. Thanks for joining us right here. And thank all of y'all for watching and or making the YouTube thing possible, and I'm glad that the tutorials are helpful. I know all of y'all have requests of things that you want to see on the channel. I have a long list. It's a notebook like this, full of forward and forward and backwards and backwards and forwards, with names of songs that need to be done on the channel. And so I keep on looking for like that Doctor Who box. I can just like time travel, so I can just like get everything done like in a weekend, and it just doesn't happen. But I can wake up early, and sometimes I get stuff in that I'm supposed to get done. So good morning to everyone watching. Oh man, that's awesome. So I made a list of questions that normally get answered or normally get asked, and I can answer. Oh gosh, and then somebody else is jumping in. Oh, thank you for watching all the tutorials. RTYU, do I say Ritu 670? Man, thank you for watching. Like really, the oh man, you got the ukulele in the mail. So if you just got your new ukulele, you could go check out my ukulele crash course. So you could put YouTube Munson ukulele crash course. And what I did last time we did this whole cool, awesome YouTube live thing was I would go, oh hey, let me send you a link. All right, so I could go ukulele crash course, and then do I come up as the first link? Of course not. All right, and then the Barry Uke crash course comes up first. Okay, that's cool too. Oh gosh, if I seem excited, I'm just very excited to see everybody, and I love all of y'all. I have to put ukulele Munson in this thing. All right, cool, awesome. You go this way. Oh, I'm almost there. It's gonna find my link, right? Sometimes YouTube will hide my links from me, which is weird. Like I know exactly what I'm looking for, but it won't show it to me. Oh, this is so strange and uninviting that like I can't find the link that I'm looking for. Okay. Ukulele crash course Munson, beginners something. Don't tell me I've got to go to content to literally find this. Beginner ukulele. That's not what I'm looking for. Man, I was making a list of all the links I would want to share today, and then all of a sudden I ended up with a list of other things to do. But somewhere out there, this is so silly and ridiculous. All right, let me go to my channel. Like YouTube, all right, I know some of you guys are new to YouTube, right? It's only been around for so long. And so I feel new to YouTube. And so sometimes I feel like sometimes once you reach your particular channel quota, whatever that happens to be, whatever YouTube decides that is, it will hide things from you. And right now it is hiding things from me hardcore. I've got to go to Studio to find this link. Really? That's so ridiculous. All right, so because YouTube literally is a pyramid scheme. I don't think it's against my YouTube contract to say that necessarily, because it's got to be true. Crash course. All right, you go that way. There it is. I found it, but I literally had to go to my content to search for it. It didn't come up in the YouTube content link at all. So everybody go watch this video. It'll be great. All right, this is my ukulele crash course. All right, Munson video that I just found a link for that I couldn't find for because it was hiding, obviously. I've already reached my quota for the day of how many views I'm supposed to get, aka how much revenue I'm supposed to make for a day. But anyway, all right, back to stuff. Oh gosh, greetings from Portugal. Oh, great. Kelsa says, or Celsa? Gosh, I hope I pronounce people's names right. I'm really bad. If you watch my how to play tutorials, I pronounce some artist names in some very interesting ways. Good evening. It's 9 p.m. in Mongolia. Oh my gosh! Oh, Zoe is from Mongolia. We've already made ourselves around the world, and we're not like 5 minutes into this live feed, I think. This is awesome. Thank you, brother. Thanks for watching. Dayoon, it's so good to see you here. Oh my gosh, I love Dayoon. He's always commenting on my videos. Y'all go comment on my videos, right? Man, things are going great. All right, Dayoon asked how things are going. I'll just take a moment just to go. Man, we had a great open mic night on Thursday in my shop. We had more players than we've ever had before come and share some stuff. A lot of newbies kind of up on the stage. We had some people signing the wall. We have a wall in the shop, so if you play the shop open mic night gig, you get to sign your wall, right? Because you help build Munson Music, right? All of y'all who watch the videos, you get to help build Munson Music, because Munson Music is, you know, an awesome shop, and we're just trying to help everybody. All right, and then we had an open jam. It was like a 3-hour, 4-hour gig, like on open mic night. It was crazy. And then Friday we had an open jam for like 3 or 4 hours, and we were playing all this music. We sit around in a circle, and people call out tunes, and we print out the charts, and then we play all the charts. And then, and it's great, and it was awesome. And we played Peaches, and what else did we play? We played silly songs at the end. We played Scooby-Doo, we played SpongeBob, like a whole bunch of stuff I have YouTube videos for. It was great. And then, what else did we do? Then, Saturday, that was yesterday was Saturday. All right, Saturday, we had game night, and so we were playing this awesome game. It's called Dungeons and Dragons. Y'all might have heard it. I get to be the dungeon master, and then I get to tell people what happens and roll dice. I just like to roll dice. And then what happened Sunday? Oh, Sunday, I have a live feed on YouTube. Y'all should join it. Oh, wait, here we are. All right, so I made a list. All right, I'm going to kind of, it's great to see everybody who's joining us right now. And please jump in and ask your question. I will be going down the list, so I will not miss any questions as we go along, although it may take me a moment, like requests that people make on their channel, for me to get to your particular question. All right, but I will stay here as long as it takes, I think, to answer all the questions that get asked in this live feed. So we will all be patient and work it out, and we'll get to hang out. And so everybody go get get you some breakfast or some afternoon meal or some dinner, depending on where you are in the world. And we'll just hang out here together. And I'm glad that the audio's working. I'm glad the video's working. I'm glad the link's working. I don't know what's working, but here we are, and it seems like it's working. So I made a list of things that normally get covered in other live feeds, because some people may be asking these questions later. And so rather than, you know, you waiting for your question, I'm just going to answer some of these questions up front. And so that way some people, you know, this was our greeting. Now we're going into the question thing. We also may have pets and or family wander through we're in the laundry room today, so sometimes people need clean clothes at school. So first of all, I was going to answer some questions that have come up on the channels this, you know, in the last months or 2 months or so, and it seemed like questions that people ask a lot. So I'm just gonna like, hey, let me go ahead and give you your answer right up front. All right, so the first is, do you have a tutorial for whatever your song is? And in some cases I do. If you ask that questions on the YouTube, sometimes I will send you a link back for either you know, how to play tutorial, which is where I walk through guitar stuff normally, how to play tutorials are normally guitar, you know, here's how you play this on the guitar. That's where this channel in particular kind of started. And so I'll send you a link back for that, or I'll send you a chart link, which is a chart that I may have made on Pinterest that can help you play along with the recording. I also have some things called guitar lesson chord charts. I feel like most of these go to Munson guitar songs, but they're little links where I play along with to check my chart instrumentally, not having to worry about the vocal melody or any of that stuff. So that can help you like play along with the song also. So I think all of those are kind of useful things and useful ways of kind of presenting, like, here's some educational material for you. I know not all of them are like step-by-step walkthrough, but especially with the guitar lesson chord charts, it's easier for me to go write out the chart, turn around, play along with the recording, check it, send it to you, go, hey man, put a capo on third and follow this chart, and you might be able to play along with the song, because we do have, like, I have a lot of requests on the list, so I want to try and get I really do want to try and get more stuff up, but I know most people really like the cover lessons. It's much more fun when we can play together and make music together, right? And you can like watch the chords going by on the screen. It's just like more fun. We can make music together. You can pull it up. I know some people have ukulele clubs. They'll use some of these videos to stick it up on the screen. You'll have 30 or 40 people playing along. Some people use these in classroom settings where they're like, oh, let's all play Brown Eyed Girl together. They'll stick it up on the board, whatever. Everybody's got their instrument and they're playing along with me, you know, in that kind of setting too. So yeah, these videos go a lot of different places. That's one of the reasons why I try and keep most of this kid friendly with language, you know, normally, and that's cool and or not cool, but there's a couple that occasionally I'll get, you know, AMC after 9 p.m. language, but it's a rare day. I'm very try and keep things really censored. All right, so baby, don't jump on the thing. Okay, cool. I'm also seeing Kat do things. All right, so as examples of these particular kinds of lessons, I've made some links, all right, for one of my first tutorials. So if you want to watch like Retro Munson from 10 years ago, with one of the first tutorials, there he goes, the cat. All right, cool. Baby, what are you doing, baby? All right, I think baby's got an Aslan look in his eye though. All right, so I'm sticking up some links here. Kerblams! I don't know exactly how far into the feed that's gonna make it. Oh gosh, it cut me off. I was gonna stick all these things in. It has a 200 character limit for this stuff. Okay, well, let me try and send the links up then in pieces. I send the links up in pieces. All right, so Brown Eyed Girl, there's the link to my very first how to play guitar lesson, and a brown screen test run of cover lessons, which I did, which is cool. That was kind of like the very first run, maybe like 8 years ago. I was like, ooh, cover lessons, that seems like a really good idea, so people can play along with stuff. Play-alongs could be fun. Now that I've talked about how you play guitar, and hopefully, you know, all the other tutorial people on YouTube are teaching how to play, right? Hopefully they've taught you guys enough stuff where you could just jump in and just play along with me with some intermediate, beginner, and or advanced stuff. Because I feel like you can add a lot to these lessons beyond what I present, you know. I'll play along with me and do crazy stuff sometimes. Anyway, so this is another set of links for a blue screen cover of Brown Eyed Girl and the Pinterest link, all right? And then I also have randomly, I had a whole bunch of requests, baby, that's a screen, baby. She's trying to do the thing, you know, jumping up. Be careful, all right, baby's the little kitten. All right, so, but I had a lot of requests last time for Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which I'm still planning on doing a cover lesson for. So if you are waiting for that, and I have, oh gosh, oh man, I have some very good students who are part of the Bucket Brigade or the Munson Brigade also, that have been asking for, oh gosh, and I've got a ton of Gordon Lightfoot up, but Gordon Lightfoot's awesome. So anyway, this is a guitar chord chart lesson that I did for Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald. So if you were waiting for that, it's actually been up for a while, and I completely forgot that I had done it. That's the thing with chord chart lessons. I can knock them out real fast and then completely forget that I ever did them. So anyway, so if you want to watch a Retro Munson do Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot, that's a link for that, and then you can get the chart link from that video in the description. And so those are the type of lessons I'm normally doing from, when you ask for a request, I put it on the request list, and then hopefully eventually it becomes a cover lesson or a how to play tutorial, or we found a how to play tutorial I forgot about, or it becomes a Pinterest link, which I can then shoot you back like, hey man, here's how you play it, stick a capo on here, or play along with the recording this way, or it becomes a guitar lesson chord chart. So I'm here to help. My main goal is to help all y'all for free. Everything I have up is for free, and that's just the way that we do things around here, because people come in the door, they pay for a lesson, they ask for a chart, I write a chart, I stick it somewhere on the internet, it becomes something that we can all use to learn and further educate ourselves to avoid copyright issues later. So then another question that gets asked, right? The first question was, do you have a tutorial for blank, right? And so there's the options that may become like some kind of tutorial that can help you. All right, number 2 is, can you do a different version of a song? All right, so I know this is kind of weird. I may do a cover lesson for, I don't know, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Well, there's like literally thousands of versions of that particular song. It's what would normally be called a standard. I do my Uncle Walter quotes, a standard. What a standard means is that everybody's going to play this song in completely different ways than Judy Garland ever did this in The Wizard of Oz. And you can kind of make it your own thing. You can reharmonize it, you can play it in a different key, you can do all kinds of stuff. So occasionally someone may ask for a traditional song, all right? So like a Christmas song, a hymn, some old-timey tune, and I'll go, you know, there's a million versions of this song, but what I really want is like an easy beginner G chord chart for it and an easy beginner C chord chart. So Jingle Bells, you can find a G chart on one channel and you can find a C chart on another channel of mine, right? If I hit Amazing Grace, I'll have a G chart on one channel, I'll have a C chart on the other, right? Mainly Munson Music Live and Munson Covers would be like the main two, right? Munson Covers has more subscribers because it's a funner channel, right? It's just more stuff. But I also do like the slower ones that are easier to follow normally on that channel. So that's also another way that you can find it. So if somebody asks for like the Deadpool version of Take On Me, I may do a chord chart for it, but I'm probably not going to do a cover lesson of it. That just seems silly. I'd rather go to the original and find the easiest way to do that and have fun with the original, because I feel like most people would go to the original or the album version. Like if you're asking for like, hey, I really want the live version of the Grateful Dead playing Ripple from 1978 in Fillmore East, like baby, hey, come here, baby, baby want to say hey. Oh, the baby. Oh, then we got the little baby. She just want to get in front of the camera. She want to say hey to the whole world. Say hey to the whole world, baby. All right, you see that look of Aslan in her eye? Oh, okay. Hey, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. She want to play with me. All right, but we're going to play later, baby. All right, you just wait. All right, so I may send you a chart link for something like that, right? Because I had like one particular version this week. Hey, I really want you to do this song. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you slap a capo on here and they're really following the original recording. So normally I gravitate to album recordings or, album recordings or original versions. So that's just a me thing, you know, but normally that'll give you a good way to do it. Normally that's the most interesting way to do it too. You know, I just had a request for Because the Night. Send a link back for that one, you know, but the 10,000 Maniacs version really does follow the Patti Smith version. And that version, you know, was written originally by Bruce Springsteen. So like Bruce knows what he's doing. Dude, don't step on the keyboard. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. This was fun. All right. So then let's see. Third question. Individual instrument help. All right, so if you need individual instrument help, we were just talking about that with the crash courses. So you could do Munson crash course, baritone ukulele, and if I have not reached my view quota for the day on YouTube, they may be able to give you that in a search link. That'd be awesome. If you guys keep on watching, eventually I may end up with 1 million subscribers, and then maybe they'll put me at the top of the search list. That'd be great. That's got to pay at least $50 more than what I make a month now from YouTube. So that would be another option too. You can also go to Google, and we had a cool thing happen on Friday. Actually, if Scott is around, Scott Cunningham is around watching this live feed right now. We had a really good time with Scott. He jumped in and was playing along with our open jam via Skype from Kansas to South Carolina on Friday, which was cool. And maybe we can work out some other like Zoom live stuff. I feel like I'm completely new to this live thing. But anyway, you may be able to find a chart for stuff. So it was cool because like Scott would buzz in and would go, oh yeah, man, shoot, let me email you a chart so you could have the chart to look at. And so you may find in a Google search, he said that if you put in, what was it, Munson Music Live, guitar chord chart, and then you put the name of the song, you may be able to see my chart come up, which is cool. So that's another possibility too. I know the crash courses don't cover every single chord option, but they probably do present more information than you probably need as a beginner to jump in and play along with the things that I normally present on the channel. So if you have some questions about individual like baritone ukulele chords or bass chords, don't, you're gonna hurt yourself, man. You're gonna hurt my stuff. Oh, sorry. Baby's trying to climb up the wall and stuff. It was crazy. Baby, why don't you say hey one more time? You wanna say hey? You say hey, baby. All right, I don't know if y'all can see baby or not. Oh, there's baby. Oh gosh, hey baby. Don't kill my stuff, man. All right, but anyway, sorry. That was all crazy. I'm back. Oh gosh, and then now the angle of the thing is here's live for you. I can be alive. I'm alive. Mary, I'm alive. All right. So then that was another question. So if you need individual instrument help and you're like, man, I really want you to make a ukulele, how to play tutorial for some song. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that, but I could do a play along, a guitar chord chart lesson for it, and I'll work that out. Okay, cool. Love you. All right, cool. You should say hey to Miles. Miles is Scott's cat, which is Miles is super cool. Shout out to Miles. So then the fifth question I wrote down that's like things that I normally get asked, and then we're gonna get to the questions that people are asking in the feed. So if you do have questions, that's cool too. Occasionally people will ask if I sell a book. I do not sell a book necessarily. I do have a free guitar book that's in a lot of the description for some of a lot of the songs actually. That is on lulu.com. If you search for this thing, it's called A Practical Guide to the Guitar. It is not an easy beginner book necessarily. It has a bunch of crazy practice things that I like to look at if I'm practicing the guitar. It also has some strange guitar poetry at the very beginning. I wrote it probably 25 years ago, and then now it is for free as a PDF on Lulu, so you could own it and stick it on your thing. It's like a 350-page ridiculous crazy monstrosity. You could also buy it for like 30 bucks and I'll make $1 or something. It's something silly like that. But anyway, that's my free guitar book. All right, dude, stop. Not the keyboard. Anywhere with the keyboard, please, baby. All right, so that was one thing. I don't sell a book that has copyrighted material in it either. But every chart I have is up for free, all right, on Pinterest. So what I would suggest doing is if you find a song that you like playing along to, hit that link, go to Pinterest, right-click your mouse if you're on a PC device, save that link, and then print it. And then you can make yourself a little gig book, like a little 3-ring gig book. You get a little 3-ring binder, and then you could get a hole puncher, and then you could print out your charts. All right, some of these are original songs. That was a blank page, but you could, oh gosh, there's a song that I wrote called My Quiet Garden Queen when I was in a band called Blythe a long time ago. But see, you could print out my chart. This is my handwriting. Somebody asked, where do your charts come from? I was like, I make them. So, you'd be like, oh gosh, this is a song called Cream Chicken. Oh gosh, I remember that song. That's a silly song. Cream Chicken. All right, some of these songs, most of these original material, occasionally I get people who are like, hey man, do you do original material too? And I do, and most of it's up on the YouTube, and most of it never gets listened to. So, which is fine with me, like we live in a great world where you can just make whatever you want artistically and share it with the entire world. And that to me is reward enough. I don't need to be famous. I do not need to be touring or any of that stuff. I'd rather be at home anyway with my family. All right, but anyway, we have on to other things. All right, oh yeah, so I don't sell a book, but and I say that, I do have a Christmas book. I have a Christmas book that you can buy, and if on some of there's a Christmas songbook up somewhere with a link where you can go and buy a physical spiral bound Christmas book with 30 public domain Christmas songs that no one can sue me for selling, like Jingle Bells, and stuff like that. And so if so if you want to give me money and buy a Christmas book for yourself or a Christmas book for all your friends, it has a chord chart and a key. I thought was a good one to print, and it has a fake sheet for piano with Weird Strains Munson colorized notation that can be useful if you're a beginner piano student. And it also has a couple pages on like how you use fake sheets, guitar chord charts, how you use that stuff, strum pattern kind of stuff. And it also has a link. That's the coolest thing ever. That's the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh. Oh, baby's going up the quilt. Oh, God, don't fall. Baby. That baby. Oh, gosh, I got to save the kid. Oh, jeez. Dude. Oh, he's got to know what he's doing, right? The cat's got to know what it's doing. Okay, I guess here we are. All right, so he's okay. He's on the floor. The little tiger knows what he's doing. All right, so that was crazy. All right, so whoa. All right, let's all just breathe easily now. All right, so another question I get occasionally, this is not a typical question, is is this song in standard tuning? All right, all of my tutorials, every last one of them is in standard tuning. E, B, G, D, A, E. Ebb, good day, right? Or Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. All right, so all of them are in standard tuning. If it is down a half step in the original recording, I'll put a note in the description. If you slap a capo down somewhere to match the original recording, I'll put that in the description. If you retune your guitar down a whole step to play along with the recording, I'll do that. My arch nemesis key is F sharp major. I hate the key of F sharp major. I think it's the kind of key that like a vocalist comes up with just to like annoy musicians. And that's cool if you like the key of F sharp major. Just I'm a beginner guitar teacher, and G is a much better key. And if you're the vocalist who literally cannot sing up that half step, I think you just need to keep on working on stuff and drink more green tea. It's just a me thing. So normally if I hit the key of F major, which there's a really good song I'm going to be doing and posting probably this week that's originally in the key of F. I'm going to put it in the key of G probably to make it easier. So it's like one of those, you could tune down your guitar down a whole step to play along with it, or you could just play along with me and not have to worry about any of that. It's I don't know, it's just too many options. You get to the key of F and it's like, well, I could slap a capo on 5th fret and do it in C. That'd be easier, beginner friendly, right? Because you just don't want to play B flat major, right? Who wants to play a double bar chord on the guitar, you know, where you B flat, you know, and then you got to play that whole bar F, my second chord that my uncle ever taught me. Don't want to play that chord. All right, so normally I will, if it's in the key of F, I like to, not that I can't play it, but I'm trying to make things easy for y'all, right? So we slap a capo on 5th fret, we can play it in the key of C, you know, be like, oh, this is cool, and you could use the F major 7, no bar chords involved. It's just an easier key. Or you could take it up a whole step and then it's in the key of G, which is even better for the guitar. You know, it's like, oh, that's the best key ever. You know, it's my favorite key is the key of G major. So that's another question I get is if I do standard tuning or drop D, occasionally somebody will come along and go, you know that song's really in open E tuning and you're supposed to tune E, B, E, G sharp, B, E. And I'm like, yes, but are the same notes, man, without retuning my guitar. And normally I play a lot of solo gigs, you know, so it's more like, hey, it's me and a guitar. We're out in the field in the middle of nowhere, and I don't want to like retune and or switch guitars in the middle of a song. And if I can just make things easy for myself, I'm going to do it. Because I can jam it out more. I can have more fun, you know what I'm saying? All right, so another question I get, and this is the last one, is where do I get my charts from? Well, a lot of times what I do is I write them out. So I will go and find the lyrics, print them out in Word, double spaced, hopefully like 10, 11, 12 type will get me like to something that I can work in. I'll pick them out by year. Occasionally I will hear debatable changes I don't care about, and I'll try and put in chords as many times as they happen, which is kind of a weird thing with older charts. You know how they'll like put the chord in when the chord changes over the top of the word, like you know how long you're supposed to hold that chord. I don't know, that's really annoying to me. So anyway, according to my students, or at least one of them, I make the best chords available for free on the internet. So I like them just fine, and I do not trust other people's charts, and I've paid a lot of really good money for charts that were absolute crap. And it really annoys me actually at this particular age and day that I have to go to some pages, for instance, and I can't post my chart because of copyright reasons, even though it should be protected necessarily, like some people would say. I'm not in, like, yeah, you wrote the song, you can do whatever you want to. If you don't want people to play it, that's cool. But some of these charts should actually be protected for educational use. Like there's a clause in the copyright law that says educational use is cool, right? I'm not making a profit on selling the chart, although some artists do. And I'm not sure exactly how long they will be able to do that before they get sued. Like there's some really famous people out there on YouTube who are like, oh yeah, and go to my Patreon and I'll sell you this chart that I can't own because it contains copyrighted material that I may have written. I may have written the chart, but I didn't write the song. And so hopefully, just while you can, I guess you can go and support them that way. That's one of the reasons why I give stuff away for free. So when they come and sue me, I can give them 100% of all the money I never made on this stuff. Because I give it away for free, because it's for educational purposes. So let's all go learn how to play guitar. So now, I know that was a long spiel. I just spent at least half an hour talking about all the questions people would normally ask. So this is a live Q&A. Let's jump into like what questions we got over here. Oh gosh, and I'm back at the top from 20 minutes ago. All right, I see Dayoon saying, hey, Green Country's here. Oh man, thank you so much. Tammy, it's here. How do you play the B flat chord and love me like you do in your tutorial? Love me like you do. Now, there's a couple ways to do B flat. All right, this is a particular question from Tammy Thomas from like half an hour ago. Tammy, thank you for all the love and support. I see your comments on my stuff all the time, and I really appreciate it. So I feel like, I don't know why, but my camera today is reversed. So I will describe this, and then hopefully it makes me look like I'm, at least from my perspective, I look like I'm left-handed. So I don't know what's up with that, because my guitar is actually pointing that way, not the other way. But I guess it's a camera thing. So it's reverse day. It's, oh gosh, that seems like such an ode to Paul Rubens, right? It's backwards day or something. That seems so Pee Wee Herman to me. And oh gosh, I love Paul Rubens. Y'all go watch some Paul Rubens. But anyway, so B flat major, the one that I normally use as a beginner B flat, Tammy, would be putting the first finger on the high E string on the first fret, third finger on the G string on the third fret, and the pinky on the B string on the third fret. All right, so actually I just missed that, but there it is right there. It's like 1, 3, 3, like from the high E string. High E string 1, B string, G string. All right, I'm not sure about that particular tutorial, but normally this is my go-to for a B flat major chord, right? It's not a bar chord. So the full bar B flat, I did really quickly demonstrate this really quick, but you do the first finger over the entire first fret. All right, third finger goes over the D, G, and B strings on the third fret. So it's like from the high E again, it'd be like 1, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1 is what you're shooting for a B flat major. Normally I will mute out the high E just because I don't trust that I'm gonna get that note. So I'm kind of working it that way. Occasionally I will use just the B flat 5 power chord, which is A string first fret, D string third fret. That can also be used for a B flat chord. So if you're an F, B flat, you know, F, or it could be B flat 5. And there are a couple of F tutorials, I know how to play tutorials where I cover that, like absolutely. Oh, and I need to turn the page because I see people asking for requests already, which is cool. All these go on the list, and hopefully if I have a chart, I might shoot you back something immediately. Which my favorite type of request is something I've either done before or done before. So just throwing that out there. So hopefully that helps, Tammy, and I guess I could do this too. All right, and just kind of hold this up for just a second. I'm sorry I talked long from the top, but I feel like that was kind of hopefully that was helpful. So bams, all right, cool. This tab, or I feel like this is how I normally diagram it when I'm looking at a page. Bam, bam, bam. All right, because I do diagram a little bit different. I diagram relative to tab and not traditional guitar diagrams. Traditional guitar diagrams don't make any sense to me. And I say that, I know what they are, I can read them, but it's just stupid. Like, you've already got this thing called tab. Why don't you diagram the same way? Like, why are you gonna... So this is how I would normally diagram those B flat chords I was just describing, Tammy. That's the tab up at the top. Ooh, and actually I could go E, B, G, D, A, E. Don't forget, these are digital videos. You can pause them to write stuff down. All right, so even though we're live today, all right, so this goes this way, bams. So this is my tab for like my easy B flat. This is so weird with the camera verse too, man, it's messing me up. This is like my tab. That's so weird, it's like backwards, but like I'm looking at it and it looks right when I hold this up. This is so weird. All right, and my B flat's there and my B flat's over there. So this is like my easy, this is probably the one I'm using in the song you're asking about there. Although this is how I would diagram the bar one that's first fret, third fret. So hopefully that helps with that. That's a good question, Tammy, because that's a pain in the butt, you know? Like if B flat was an easier chord to play, I'd probably do it. And it's easy on ukulele. Or easier on ukulele, yeah. But let's see. All right. Oh, Raheel says, oh gosh, this is one of my favorite bands growing up. If you could post songs by the band. All right, now I have The Weight Up by the band. I also have charts I know for Up on Cripple Creek by the band. Robbie Robertson's the man. All right, and the Smiths. All right, I love the Smiths, man. I probably have some Smiths charts up, and then Echo and the Bunnymen. I'm pretty sure I have Killing Moon up as a chart. If I don't, I really should do that one. Big fan of Echo and the Bunnymen from back in the day, actually. Myself, spent a lot of time in the car listening to those guys. Play Tammy Thomas. Oh my gosh, says play. That was from like forever ago. I'm supposed to be playing something. What am I playing? What am I playing? Oh, let's do this real quick. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl. Someday I'm gonna. Oh wait. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she has got a lot to say. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she changed from day to day. I tell that I love her a lot, but I gotta get a belly full of wine. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl. Someday I'm gonna make her mine. Oh yeah, someday I'm gonna make her mine. Cool. All right, so that was a song there. That was the shortest Beatles song of all time. It's called Her Majesty. Oh, like Ode to the Queen. All right, types of tutorials. I clicked links. I've got to get back up to the top. I really am not going to skip anybody's question. I just want to make sure that I kind of in order. And I'm sorry, I got way off track trying to answer people's questions up front. Oh gosh, let's see. Hey, Munson, greetings from Germany. Oh, hey, Sandra, how's it going? Oh gosh, that's awesome. And oh gosh, I think your name is like the name of a really famous lutenist from back in the day. Like, oh wow, very fine. Yes, play along with you. It's so fun. Oh, thank y'all also for watching my stuff. Right, Surf Prophet 9, dude. We were at the beach like a month ago. I tried to surf, dude. That's hard. That's really hard. Have any of you guys ever tried to surf? Like, don't unless you really. Oh, no. I want to get out there again. That was fun. I had fun just like hanging out on the surfboard like it was a raft. But anyway, Surf Prophet 9 says, so many lyrics to learn for that song. Great song though. Oh, yeah. For Brown Eyed Girl? Oh, yeah. I've heard like censored versions also. You know, you don't want people making love in the green grass. That could get dirty. I mean, making love. I mean, opposed to other violent songs on the radio today, that is so mild. Oh, my gosh. All right, what else do we have here? Let's see. I have, it was another question there. Hold on. I'm trying to kind of go in order. I'm back up at the top. I don't know where you guys are in the live feed, but I'm over here with Sandra. Let's see. I have a wish again as tears go by. Oh, okay. All right. Let me write that down. All right. So I have a wish again. Right? As tears go by. Tears Go By the Rolling Stones. All right, cool. I do have like a lot of other Rolling Stone charts. Like the ones that I know I have cover lessons for. Sympathy for the Devil comes up. Wild Horses comes up. There's some other like Rolling Stones tunes up, but I definitely have like more charts on the Pinterest. So if you're interested in more Rolling Stones, that's a good way to go too. I'll go ahead and write that down too. And then Dane says, love the curtain stuff behind, right? Dude, I can't believe like the baby, the kitten just like scaled that entire, like that was like a 10-foot, that's crazy. Man, that cat's wild and crazy. He loved to climb. Let's see what else we got. Standard versions of songs done in alternate tunings would be cool. I'm not going to do standard versions of songs in alternate tunings. Like, that's confusing. Like, I'm really here for beginners. I appreciate that thought. And, like, if you understand alternate tunings and you understand how chord theory works, you should be able to, like, tune your guitar however you want to, or your whatever instrument you have, whatever way you want to, and then play along with the recordings that I have. Right? So if it's like a recording, for instance, I don't know, in G, right? If I'm playing like, for instance, you know, oh gosh, what's like a 3-chord song? You Are My Sunshine, right? So I've got a C chord chart up and I've got a G chord chart up. So if you write the G chord chart up and then you tune your guitar in open G, or if you're a banjo player, then you're already in open G, then your open strings are a G chord, your C chord is literally a bar on 5th fret, and your D chord is literally a bar on 7th fret. So I don't really see a point to me demonstrating that. If I've got the G up on the screen for you and you know how you've got your instrument tuned, you could play some of this stuff in like any kind of thing at all. Like I feel like, man, there's a ton. You make me really want to go and play all the Hank Williams I have up in the key of E and open E now. Because like a lot of that's 3-chord stuff, like, you know, oh gosh, man, there's so much stuff. Hear that lonesome whippoorwill sound so, you know what I mean? And you could do like E, but it would just be open, and then B, you know what I mean? And that's a cool suggestion, but that's just not what my channel's really doing, man. I appreciate it though. Like, but if you understand alternate tunings, you should be able to like jump in and play along with me with your alternate tuning. So I know that's weird, Surf Prophet 9. I'm like, yes, that's a great idea, but I'm just probably not going to do that. But then Sandra, love, I got the love sign. Oh, Tammy got the love too. I got little cat loves with loves, and oh gosh, man, this is so cute. Oh, y'all gonna make me cry. All right, and then over here I got Mary Brandon. Hey, Mary. Let's see. It says, is there any way you can teach me or a tutorial on More of You? All right, let me write this down. More of You. I think I have that one. More of You by Chris Stapleton. And maybe I should be posting. Oh gosh, I should be posting links as we go along, right? What did we have so far with requests? We had some Smiths. All right, hold on. Y'all give me a second. All right, Pinterest.com, blams. All right, and Pinterest is the worst search engine ever. Hopefully they'll get a real IT guy at some point. But Echo, if I do a search for my pins with Echo in the description. All right, what if we got Echo and the Bunnymen? Oh, gosh, man, I thought I had a chart. I know I have a chart for this song. Echo and the Bunnymen. All right, this is silly. Now, all right, well, what if I do a search for Killing Moon? It's Pinterest, you're not helping me. Oh, nope, it's not there either. All right, what about in my chart folder? I thought I had a chart for that. Killing Moon. You guys are in a live feed. I'm sitting here like going, oh yeah, I've got a chart for that. And like, maybe I don't. I don't remember everything that I've got anymore. Killing Me Softly, that's a great tune. Killing the Name Of, not something I'm gonna probably shoot a cover of, but love that song too. All right, You Go This Way, bands. All right, cool. I do not see it. I'm having memories from the other universe, dude. All right, so don't see that one, so that one stays on the list. All right, but if I put in the Smiths, all right, because somebody asked for some Smiths, I have, what have I got over here? Bands. Nope, not what I'm looking for, and not what I'm looking for. Okay, either Pinterest isn't helping me, or I don't remember what I did. Because, I know I've got some Smiths tutorials up, but I do have how to play tutorials for things I don't have, like chord charts up, because those happen at different times in my life. But anyway, I'm trying to catch up. All right, but then Rolling Stones. All right, what have I got by the Rolling Stones? All right, cool. So just checking all this. Oh my gosh, I've got Wild Horses. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Well, that's different. Angie. Oh, I forgot I did Angie. That's a great tune. All right, so if you guys want charts for these, I go Angie. All right, there's a chart for Angie. I think I have I may have that as a cover lesson. I know I was planning on doing it at one point. Oh, Mother's Little Helper. Okay. Oh gosh, I just post a bunch of Rolling Stones now. Maybe. Mother's Little Helper. All right, here we go. Bands. Or You Go That Way. All right, what else we got? By the Rolling Stones. And this is what I would do, like if so. Oh, Ruby Tuesday. Oh, that's a great one. Ruby Tuesday. You know, if you guys were like in my studio and you were like, oh yeah, I really like the Rolling Stones. Like this is what I would be doing, right? I'd just be printing out stuff. Now some of these are real key charts. Not easy. Because it depends on the student who had asked for it as to whether I write it out easy or whether I write it out in a real key. Oh, what was that last one? We got It's All Over Now. It's All Over Now. I already mentioned Sympathy for the Devil, I know is up, and Wild Horses, I know is up as a cover lesson. Okay, that's I got, what else have I got here? Those are the main ones, but oh man, there's a bunch in there. Oh gosh, yeah. I don't know, you might find some other stuff along the way. Oh, Paint It Black. Oh gosh, I got the real key. We've been playing that a lot lately. We played that at a jam the other day too. Sympathy for the Devil. All right, here we go. Let me put some of the Sympathy for the Devil. All right, BAMs. All right, cool. I know, and you guys could probably do this on your own. I don't want to take too much time. Oh, Honky Tonk Woman. Oh man, I ought to do a cover of that one. Right, oh gosh. Honk it. I got honk. All right, woman. All right, cool. BAMs. All right, cool. But I know I've got more than that, so you may want to go to like the Pinterest and just like search around too. All right, let me get back to where we had questions at. There was another request here though. Oh, Chris Stapleton. All right, cool. Yeah, More of You. All right, Chris Stapleton. All right, because that rang a bell somewhere. Right, I've got What Are You Listening To? Tennessee Whiskey, Millionaire, Outlaw State of Mind, Say Something. Oh, that's cool. That Justin, I forgot about that one. Parachute. All right, cool. Maybe I should post a couple of these. I'll post a couple of Chris Stapleton's. All right. Oh, somebody was asking about Parachute just the other day. All right, so there's Parachute. These are all Pinterest links. You should be able to go there and then save these and then print them out for your gig book. Outlaw State of Mind. All right, cool, bams. All right, and then what else have we got? So I'm just going, hey, y'all go to cruise through Pinterest and make your own gig book for free, because everything's for free. Say Something. I don't know if y'all remember that song. That's a cover by both of these guys, right? Say Something. All right, and then you go this way, you go that way. Oh, Starting Over. That's a good Chris Stapleton tune, if you know that one. All right, Starting Over. Bams. What else we got? You go back that way. Still more of you. There it is. That's the one you asked for. Awesome. Perfect. I do have this song. All right, so more of you. All right, cool. So here's a chart, at least to get you started on that one. Awesome. That's what I was looking for, exactly. But there is more Chris Stapleton charts up there too. All right, so but back to questions. Right on, man. Let's see. Love the curtain stuff behind. Oh, right on, Dayoon. Yeah, this is a cool curtain, man. It's 100% cotton because my wife is allergic to polyester. Which is cool. Stereo versions of songs will be done in alternate tunes would be cool, right? Okay, we passed that. Oh, Mary was over there. Chris Stapleton. That's where we were. All right, cool. Oh, love the baby kitty. Oh, we do too. And its name literally is Kitty. The name of the baby kitten is Baby, just like Dirty Dancing. Doesn't that just melt your heart? And then, oh, Green Country. I've had a kitty pull down my green screen before. Even if I give her kibble before we start, she has to find a way to get in front of it. Indeed, indeed. Although I think one of my children probably took off with Baby just a minute ago. But Dayoon, I know you have some piano how to play tutorials. I do. I could even go over here and shoot you a link for them. Hold on. I could go Munson, Crash Course, Piano. But the 7 instruments I normally post cover lessons for. Oh great, it's not gonna let me find this either. Man, I don't understand why y'all wanna hide stuff. I literally will be searching for like the name of the video and Piano Crash Course. Right now I'm in the search engine for my own channel and it's not the first link. I have to go to content to find this stuff. This is ridiculous. YouTube, please. Please. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why you wanna hide my stuff from me? Like, it's not like I'm gonna make any money watching ads. You don't even give me ads anyway to watch to make money. But anyway, where's the thing? Piano Crash Course, because I think that was a really good question. There it is. It's exactly where I was asking you to find it, but you couldn't find it. Okay, I see how it is, YouTube. But I love you because I mean I'm here to help people, and this is useful, right? All right, so bams. All right, this is the Piano Crash Course that Dayoon was just asking for. Is throwing a link for that up too. All right, cool. And I know it's all in the thread. You'll have to be like, wow, but I'm trying to like list like what things are as we're going. So this is hilarious. Love the cat. Very helpful. Thanks. Oh, hey Kelty, thank you so much for watching. Love that gig book, man. Yeah, man, dude. I have 3-ring binders all over the place. I got one for church. I got one for the bar gig. I got one for like myself personally. I got one for like the ones that me and my wife like to sing. Like there are gig books, all the ones that me and my grandmother used to sing. All there's gig books everywhere in my house. My whole house is full of 3-ring binders. Very helpful info. Thanks. Love that gig book. Awesome. Okay, cool. It doesn't change, but we can all do. Oh, that's true. If you do want to just give me money, because all this stuff is for free. That's cool. You can hit my PayPal, which is Munson Music, right? So I could go PayPal, Munson Music at Hotmail. You could also like send me questions anytime, you know, to that email also randomly if you have a question. Occasionally people have gotten like really weird with the email, and then I'm spending too much time trying to shoot stuff back and forth. But I really do legitimately try and like answer legitimate questions. I feel like sometimes, you know, it shouldn't matter to you like what kind of car I drive or like, you know, what my favorite color is necessarily, you know. I mean, but I drive a Ford F-150 truck, 2004, and my favorite color is green, but it used to be blue, and my favorite absolute color is actually this weird strange thing people call teal, but I used to think was turquoise. But anyway, controversial green, baby. It's my favorite color. It's controversial green. All right. So anyway, she said, yeah, the kitten climbs pretty good. Yeah, right? I mean, the kid's not that old. Yeah, got it all figured out. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what that icon is, but it looks like a, oh gosh, I see that. That's a funny little, there's a something that's funny there. I'm just laughing at it. All right, cool. Peaches was great. Oh, thank y'all for watching Peaches, man. Man, I'm trying so hard, man. I try to do a good job all the time on Green Country. Dayoon Country, copyright reasons sounds so complicated. It is. I'm still waiting out the Eagles copyright, right? And I've had a lot of people go like, hey, what happened to Peaceful Easy Feeling? And I'm like, talk to Don Henley. I had to take it down because I'm not going to risk, you know, like helping out millions of people by posting cover lessons because one guy doesn't want anyone to play his music. That's ridiculous. All right, but anyway, that's a whole different thing. We talked a lot about that, you know, a couple months ago in a Q&A. But love this guy, love this group jamming. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. Thanks, Jim Hess, wherever you are. Green Country, when following along, just look in the mirror and everything will be turned around right. Awesome, cool. Look in the mirror, put my broadcast up in the mirror, because this is so strange to me. I go this way, but it goes that way. It's like, I don't know, man. Yeah, it was really weird. But then it looked like the thing was, I don't know what it looks like to you guys. It looks like it's exactly the same feed, so I don't know. Hopefully you can figure it out. On camera is fine. Oh gosh, and then something happened there. Whoa, come back. There was a thing. My mouse is being weird. Okay, there we go. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, that was really strange. Y'all didn't experience any of that. Cool. Let's see, and then we got camera's fine from my screen. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, for me, it's reversed. It's really strange with the camera. But Dayoon, mine's fine too. Good. All right, awesome. That's good to hear that you guys can see it the right way to make sense. All right, cool. Like B flat major, like B down a house. Absolutely, yeah, cool. Green Country's like, oh yeah, that B flat chord, right? So B flat's first fret, but there's this thing called the chromatic scale that I cover in the guitar crash course. Guitar crash course about how you move bar chords around. I'm sure I cover a chromatic scale in that. Nope, it's hiding that from me also. And there's actually two of these. This is so confusing. I don't understand why YouTube hides things from me that I know are there. And now I can't find them in a live feed that I'm doing on YouTube. This is hilarious. All right, I go to content. I go to my content. I look for Strum Crash Course. And now I've found the video that YouTube wouldn't show me when I was just in a general search. Gosh, or on my channel search specifically, which is really annoying. All right, but I go over here. All right, I'm gonna post this up to you. Bam. This is the Strum Guitar Crash Course, which I did this after I've been teaching on YouTube for at least 2 years, and so it covers way too much information. But Green Country's absolutely right. If you've got this bar chord shape down, Tammy, for B flat, you can now play any major chord ever. There's only 12 of them. There's only 12 notes. I know, mind blown, like light bulbs. But B flat, B major, 3rd fret C major, 4th C sharp major, or D flat, depending on who you are, what time of day it is, and what you had for lunch. D major on 5th, D sharp, E major on 7, right? F on 8, F sharp on 9, G on 10, G sharp on 11, A on 12th fret. And actually that's the shape you're moving around, is this A major shape that I sometimes call the party on the 2nd fret. D on the 2nd, G on the 2nd, B on the 2nd. That's the shape you're moving around with the human capo thing with this bar. And then we talked about this little B flat. Same thing with that. It's a little piece of the same notes. You're playing an F and a D and a B flat note. So if you go over one, that's a little B major, right? 3rd, 5th is this little C major, C sharp major, D major, D sharp major, E major, hello, F major, F sharp major, G major. Cool, cool. So it could be any of those guys. So if you got one major chord shape down with the bar, you're kind of good for life. Right, yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Cool, thank you. Yeah, absolutely, Tammy. Cool. Hopefully those shapes, good. I'm glad that tab and or the diagrams there made sense. Sad Cafe Eagles, Lynn Olson says. These eyes, the Guess Who. Okay, cool. So I write this down on the thing. All right, Sad Cafe by the Eagles. I'm never shooting another Eagles cover ever. Just throwing that out there. Just don't care anymore. It was just too much of a hassle and too much wasted time. You know, in songs that I spent, time on, that got posted, that then got like, hey, you can't make any money on this because it's a copyright claim. And then later on, like, hey, we're going to give you a copyright strike because Don Henley doesn't want anybody to play his music. So just not interested. But these eyes, all right, let me see. I do have some Guess Who up, Lynn, because this is a question from Lynn Olson, right? All right, so I go over here, dun, 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 dun. Let's go over here and go the Guess Who. All right, which is not the Who. It's not Pete Townsend. It's the other people. All right, I have American Woman up. I've got No Sugar Tonight. I got Hand Me Down World. These are charts I have on Pinterest. These are not cover lessons, but I have Undone by the Guess Who. These Eyes. That is a great tune. It's also a pain in the butt, but I will give you a chart. These Eyes, Guess Who. This is the chart I got for that. I'm pretty sure I don't have a Sad Cafe by the Eagles one chart up on Pinterest, but Eagles tunes. All right, if you wanted to play along with the Eagles and or you're missing my covers of Eagles songs, you could go to Pinterest, and until Don Henley instructs his lawyers to take these down, you may find, oh my gosh, I just found Sad Cafe. I'd forgotten I did it. All right, here you go. Got it. Awesome. I did this one before, Lynn. Let's see, Sad Cafe. Here is the chart. I will never shoot a cover for it, but there's the chart to go play along with the recording. Cool. For free. Oh, even. So what else do I have? You could find How Long, Sad Cafe. What's this? That is not the song I'm looking for. Fly Like an Eagle. That's not the Eagles. Peaceful, Easy Feeling. Seven Bridges. Right now, Seven Bridges. These are the 3 Eagles covers I still have up. Is Seven Bridges Road, which they did not write. Peaceful, Easy Feeling. The Eagles did not write that song. Jackson Browne did. All right, just gonna let everybody know Don Henley did not write that song. All right, everybody repeat after me. Don Henley did not write Take It Easy. All right, thank you. And then I have Please Come Home for Christmas. But I have charts for free for Life in the Fast Lane, Seven Bridges Road, Can't Tell You Why, Victim of Love, Long Run, One of These Nights, Heartache Tonight. This is me bragging, right? And then I'm sure I'll get like a cease and desist letter tomorrow from the Eagles, like, you have to pull everything down from Pinterest because you're giving away our music for free. All right, so that's how copyright works. You know, some people just think that they're the only people in the whole universe with talent or something. I don't understand it at all. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of like Eagles stuff. New Kid in Town, Lion Eyes, like Hotel California. Y'all go to Pinterest and go get those charts while they're still available. And that's what I should say. Hey, go download all the Eagles stuff while you still can, because it's gonna die at some point. I'm sure. Like they'll go, oh wait, there's this thing called Pinterest. I've never heard of that before. What's that for? Oh, they're giving away my music for free. All right, but anyway, back to stuff. All right, so I posted charts for Sad Cafe by the Eagles and These Eyes because Lynn wanted those. All right, cool, 100%. Sorry I can't shoot covers. I would, but I can't. All right, where are we in the thread for questions now? Oh, let's see. You're Only Lonely. All right, I don't know that song. J.D. Souther, and I say that I have charts for a lot of stuff I don't remember writing. Because I don't see it. All right, let me write that down, Tammy. Let's see. Where's that at? All right, cool. Over. Here we go. You're Only Lonely. Blah. You're Only Lonely by J.D. Souther. All right, cool. And everybody could just go, hey, my favorite artist is Duh. Y'all should go listen to him, which is cool too. Thanks for the visual. Awesome. Glad that helped, Tammy. Cool. Thanks for watching. And then Dayun, have you been to Alabama? I've driven through Alabama. I have students from Alabama. You know, I have, I'm sure, YouTube students. I have physical students, like, from Alabama. Alabama's cool. Sweet Home Alabama, but normally when I sing Sweet Home Alabama at a gig, I'll sing Sweet Home Carolina, where the skies are also blue, right? Because I'm from here, Newberry born and Newberry bred. When I die, I'll be Newberry dead. It's one of those things. But, all right, Green Country. I got used to doing the B flat bar with index finger barring the first fret. Ring finger mashing the B, G, and D. Yeah, man, absolutely. I call this the double bar, right? You'll see some people do the B flat this way with bar there, right? 2, 3, 4. I used to do this for cleanliness because if I got a high E melody randomly, that's easier for me to get clean than this. I can make it work though. But yeah, I call this the double bar shape, and it feels really good. It's a lot easier on electric actually. But right on, cool. Oh, a lot of lyrics for Edmund Fitzgerald. Oh man, I got you. Yeah. Sorry about that, Surf Prophet. Dude, we need to go surfing. Let's go to Folly Beach, South Carolina. Let's go trying to surf, and you can watch me get hit in the head with a surfboard. It'll be great. Yeah, it is a lot of work. That's one of the reasons why I probably haven't done like a cover for it. So if I'm gonna shoot Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald, I've got a capo chart, right? I've got a real key, right? Because it just makes it easier to do the capo with the D major, right? And then it's a long song. So if you're looking at, okay, well, I'm gonna shoot, oh gosh, how would I shoot that? All right, so if I've got I just did it with Peaches, but you know, that's like a 2-minute song, right? Edmund Fitzgerald's probably like a 4 or 5 minute song. So like if you're looking at how much time in shooting, not editing, or making the titles for it, or rendering it out of the computer, any of that stuff, just to shoot the thing, you're looking at, okay, well, I've got Munson Music and Books, right? That's like a test run. I got Munson guitar songs. That's going to be like and that's going to end up being, oh gosh, I'll count it up. All right, so I'll have one video for one channel. I have 4 videos for another channel. 8 videos go on the main channel, this channel. Another 8 videos goes to Munson covers, like in the easy key with no capo. And then I would end up with at least 2 videos on the other one, or on the on the jam tracks video, like just the instrumental for like the people who go, you can't sing, I want to sing it myself. And I go, okay, cool, I got a link for that. And then I send it back to him. All right, so I'm looking at what, that's 16, 17, 18, 22, 23. That's 23 takes if I don't make mistakes and or have to retune between, right? Because you're looking at crazy stuff like that. So if it's a 5-minute tune, 5 times 3 is, I can do math occasionally, 15. 5 times 2 is 10. That's 11. All right, so that's at least almost 120 minutes. That's at least a 2-hour shoot in just the time that would get shot, not the time to retune, put the capo on, and for mistakes. So I'm really looking at probably about a 3 or 4 hour shoot, like, because I'll make mistakes and do stuff, and then, you know, try and edit it so you never see them, obviously. But yeah, that's a long shoot, you know, to sit there and just sing the same song over and over and over and over again, which is what I do. More Blue Rodeo. Oh my gosh, I know I have some Blue Rodeo up, I think, right? Don't I have some charts for some Blue Rodeo stuff? Bad Timing I have up by Blue Rodeo. Let me shoot you a chart, but I will put that on the list too. Bad Timing, Blue Rodeo. I know I've got a How to Play on something else there too. All right, but I'll shoot you that back. What else have we got here? Hey Munson. Oh, and thanks for the suggestion there too, Kelty. Oh, Danielle's here. All right, cool. Hey Danielle Moore. Hey Munson. Hey everyone else. All right, cool. And then we got Luke Mason. Hey Munson, how are you? I'm doing really good, man. It's been a crazy weekend. It's Sunday. I think I'm gonna go bowling with my kids later. It'll be cool. And now hopefully I can wake up early tomorrow morning and then shoot some stuff for YouTube, because I got a couple on my mind that I just got to shoot. Cool. Oh, thanks so much, Peter. Thanks for watching the stuff, man. All right, and then I ran into all my my YouTube covers. Loving Cup. Oh, I don't know if I've got Loving Cup. Let's check that out. All right, do I have Loving Cup by the Stones? Searching my pins. Oh gosh, what came up in the search? No, Chapel of Love. All right, I do not have that one. All right, so Rolling Stones. All right, cool. I go Loving Cup, right? So I'm writing these down. I'm shooting out these Pinterest links, which is cool. But then they also go on like the request list, and for the most part, I'm shooting cover lessons now, so we can all play along with them, right? So that's cool. All right, so where are we after that? Paint It Black is fun, man. Yeah, Paint It Black's a great tune, man. So I know Paint It Black is up. I want to say Angie is up too, isn't it? Somebody been playing with Angie lately. Angie, I have a How to Play for. Oh, do I not have a cover lesson for that? I thought I shot that in the pandemic. Like, I really did. I don't see it. I have to investigate that. Although they've been hiding stuff from me all day. I'm going to put that on my list, because I do love Angie. Right? And you know, Tori Amos turned me on to that cover. Go figure that, yeah. But anyway, Paint It Black is fun, man. Yeah. And for some reason, that was China Beach, right? I threw that name of the show, you know, loud to people this week, and they're like, what are you talking about? But anyway, John Barone says, hi guys and gals. Hey man, what's up? How's it going? And then Staff 9, Surf Prophet 9 would like to see some Alice in Chains and more Pink Floyd. Yes. All right, cool. Alice in Chains, and I know I have more Alice in Chains charts too. I don't know if I have any Alice in Chains up as cover lessons, and I really should. Some of it is, I mean, all of it is awesome. I remember really digging on Dirt, like back in the day, and I saw them play at Lollapalooza forever ago. All right, what do I have of Alice in Chains up on the Pinterest, just out of curiosity? Do I have any charts at all? I have Nutshell, and that is it. Oh, man. Okay, cool. Well, we definitely need to add and or amend all that. All right, you go this way. Put Nutshell link to Pinterest. All right, cool, because I'm just digging on that, because I feel like that's slightly helpful if you're looking for stuff, right? And then where else have we got? All right, more Allison Cup. We got Loving Cup. I got to put that on the list. Parachute, right? That was me posting links. More Pink Floyd. I'm all about it, man. I definitely have more Pink Floyd links too up on the Pinterest. Some of them are really weird. Some of them are not so user-friendly is the thing with Pink Floyd, you know. All right, so Pink Floyd, I know I've got Wish You Were Here, Time, At one point, I was trying to get the whole album for Dark Side of the Moon up, which was awesome. So Eclipse is up. Looks like with charts. Oh man, wasn't there a new? Yeah, okay, cool. So Wish You Were Here is up as a cover lesson also, but here's Wish You Were Here as a chart, just so there's like a presence there. Surf Prophet, dude. Surf Prophet, dude. We need to go surfing. What else have I got? Some of these are really sloppy because I wrote them out really quick. But I know Mother's up somewhere, but that one's really trippy. And then Learning to Fly. Okay, well, yeah, that's a later Floyd tune. I'll shoot you a link. Learning to Fly. Oh gosh, one of my favorite ones is really tricky because like normally I write out stuff in 4 and writing out stuff in 2. Oh, Shine On You Crazy Diamond. I need to do that, dude. Oh man, yeah. All right, this is a great. All right, I know this is like supposed to be like an entire half of an album. On You Crazy Diamond, but I like this chart randomly, just as to make it like a medley of a thing. So I'll stick that up there too, man. You may want to check that one out. That's good. But I know I've got more stuff from the wall, like Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Oh my gosh, yeah. Have a Cigar. It's kind of trippy. Some of them are easier to shoot and or throw up than others. And that's always a weird thing. It's like, I know I can play this myself, but like presenting it to somebody who's just starting out, that's where it gets like, well, I don't know if I want to, you know, oh, Comfortably Numb's up on the channel. That's oh gosh, this is a really sloppy chart. I think I have a later chart too. Sometimes I'll recopy things to make them easier to look at. But I can just find the sloppy chart right now. Okay, cool. So I'll shoot you the sloppy chart of that too. So you may want to check that out, but definitely more Floyd, man. I love me some Floyd. All right, so I go Comfortably Numb. All right, there's the Pinterest link for that one for your gig book. Cool. And then Danielle, I like playing along with you so we can sing. Oh yeah, and I love it that some of you guys too will shoot videos of us playing also, and then share those videos with me, which is cool. Like we can do duets, even though you know you're just playing along with me. Like that's a duet. I would love to hear more of those. So. I have a playlist also that I could add you to. It's like the YouTube play along or YouTube student jam or something, you know, like playlist. So yeah, it's very cool. Mary, oh thank you, Mary. Yeah, cool. I'm glad I answered that question. Green Country, Hunter Green for me, and the only reason I'm driving this yeah, that's right. F-150 was stolen and the Ram was cheap. That's right. Yeah, man. Gotta have a truck, bro. Got to have a truck. You got to be right. And this is South Carolina. If I drive through Columbia at the end of the USC semester, when the University of the University of South Carolina gets out of session down Green Street, you'll be like, ooh, that's a nice couch. I think I'll throw it in the back of my truck. Ooh, that's a nice lazy boy chair. I'll throw it in the back of my truck. Man, you can get a bunch of free furniture like in Columbia. In here too, like, man, we got a bunch of wicker stuff that somebody threw away to get some new stuff. Anyway, you gotta have a truck, man. Does your cat have a YouTube channel? This is it. This is the premiere for Baby the cat. Yeah. More Christian songs, please. Oh, and I do have like a lot of hymns. Like I feel like every week I'm writing out more hymns. And eventually I would like to get a hymn book like the Christmas book that I have, because a lot of those hymns are public domain, which means I could publish them and not have copyright issues, which would be great. And maybe I'm just like overly protective. You know, some people don't worry about copyright until their YouTube channel dies. And then they're all upset. And I get that. I would be upset too. And so, but yeah, yeah, if it's public domain, I'm all about it. You know, and the hymns and more Christian songs in general. I've got tons of more charts up. Oh gosh, How Lovely Is His Name went up this week. A lot of that goes up on Pinterest, and so they're there. But yeah, I need to do more hymns too. And it was cool, like, oh gosh, what was the one? A couple weeks ago, I got Farther Along up. I've been thinking about that one for a while. Then we got, all right, my crash course, higher up the neck, reinforce the index with the middle finger and the ring finger with the pingo. Yeah, and this is weird, Green Country. Randomly, this week, all right, I'm getting older, I guess. I mean, some of y'all might be a lot older than me. But I did have a day this week where I did something weird with my index finger. Like, oh no, baby, what's up? Oh gosh, how'd you get up there? Dude, do you need some help getting down? Come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Don't you want to come? Oh, come here. I'll get you down. Are you upset? Oh, no. Little baby got us stuck up on the thing. Oh, come here, baby. Oh, come on. Oh, you don't want to stay? All right, baby. Baby's up on the top of the thing. Oh, gosh, y'all got to see like my painting pants. But anyway, baby's up there on the top. Baby. baby, don't, be careful up there. I'll get him down later. But anyway, higher up the net. Yeah. So anyway, I had this weird thing where like I woke up, like I'd slammed my hand into the wall or something in my sleep, in the dreams or something. And so my knuckle was all swollen up and I couldn't like move my index finger, but about that far without it being painful. I can still feel it, it's still healing. All right, but what I did was I took some electrical tape. Y'all are gonna think this is hilarious. And I just like taped it to my index finger. Oh, baby! Oh, she's okay. It's don't you want to? You want? Oh, she just won't play. Oh, you just want to pay. You just want to pay on the phone. You're so cute. All right, so anyway, I taped with electrical tape to my index finger, so as a splint. So like my middle finger was the splint for my index finger kind of thing. So which helps. You know, I couldn't move the index finger independently, and it kind of slowed things down. And so when I was playing, because I was still teaching lessons, I wasn't going to cancel a day of teaching lessons for that. I had these taped together, and I started doing the bar with 2, and I could kind of get 3 to go over to do that same shape, which was kind of a weird thing. And I guess you could even get the pinky to kind of work for it, right? You might even be able to do it with 3 and 4 if you wanted something really weird to try. I always take like injuries like that as like, okay, well, let me figure out what I would do if I just didn't have that finger. Because some people don't, right? You just got to be thankful you got fingers to work with. I play with this, oh gosh, this good friend of mine, Ron, out at the senior center, like, you know, once in a blue moon, like once a month, we'll go and play, you know, at the senior center in Little Mountain. And so he is missing some fingers on this hand and some fingers on this hand, right? If you think about famous guitar players like Django Reinhardt, oh gosh, sorry, baby. Now that baby, just calm down. You got to calm down. All right. So, but anyway, but you could think, you know, Django Reinhardt had these fused together or whatever, and then, you know, fingers over here. So you did like a lot of it with like, you know, those 2 fingers together kind of thing. And so you just got to find a solution, right? That's my thing. You just got to find a solution. I got to make noise, man. But yeah. See, do you do some CrossFit workouts? CrossFit workouts? I do Wing Chun and Aikido with my friend Eric, and I've been a real slacker, actually. We've had like a lot going on Tuesday night, so I haven't been able to go out there as much as I really wanted to. Hey, baby, how's it going? So I like that kind of thing. I like walking. Let's see, what else? Bicycling. We do a lot of bicycling. My favorite thing in the whole world is the pool. I don't know about CrossFit workouts, but I will jump in the pool and spend all day in the pool if they let me. Normally, I go until my kids are like, "Hey, I'm ready for McDonald's," and then I have to leave. All right, go that way. All right, cool. So yeah. But it's important to stay as fit as you can. I think moving, you know, I think music is the best thing in the world too, because it'll set your mind right, you know, and like you're doing physical. I can't think of anything else that you do in real time where you have like a mental thing and a physical thing and a spiritual thing that you're all working together. Actually, martial arts is close, but music is more fun because you get to make more noise, right? That's cool. Let's see, what else we got? B flat, correct? Oh yeah, full bar, yeah, fretboard tutorial. Oh yeah, so this gets weird too. If you do know the chromatic scale thing, because I know we harped on that last couple like Q&As, right? E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, right? If you end up on a chord, I used to do this all the time at the courthouse, or the coffee house, not the courthouse. They weren't arresting me or anything. But I would take a piece of paper. This stuff is awesome. It's called paper. And then what I would do, because B flats come up a couple times today in conversation, and I would go, okay, well let me use the chromatic scale to diagram for myself where I might be able to play those notes that are a B flat major chord. And so if you go through and do like a little note find, B flat, B flat, B flat's over there, B flat's over there, B flat's over here. Oh gosh, went all crazy on that one. But what you can do is you can end up finding some really cool chord shapes that other people might not know about and or use, and which can be cool. So I spent a lot of my time in the coffee house going, I really want to be able to play all these chords in really weird places that nobody else will know what I'm doing. You know, and what it does is then you end up at a jam and you're like, oh, that's cool, he's playing it down there, I'm gonna play it over here because that'd just be cool. And there is this cool pattern that notes move in. I call it baseball octaves normally, because it's like you're going, there's this cool like diamond shape to it. I may even discuss this at some point. It may even be the crash course. It's probably definitely in the Mastering Guitar with Little Wing video, which I probably should share that also. And I feel like there's a lot of like talking with the guitar videos that I made back in the day that kind of cover some of that too. Mastering guitar with Little Wing. For those who really want to get crazy, and I know I harp on this video a good bit, and now YouTube, man, I've just reached my quota for the week. I posted 3 songs this week, and now YouTube's like, well, you don't need any more views. So, which I guess is cool, man. Like I said, it's just weird. Like, they got to give, you know, if you've got 1 billion views on YouTube, you know, they got to make sure that you get the same consistent views before they give me any views, which is fun. But you go this way, it is what it is. Bams, I go mastering Little Wing with, all right, or mastering guitar with mastering Little Wing. Bams, all right, cool. So there's a link up for that. So what you might do is like, you might diagram, hey, here's all my B flats. Gosh, that camera is really messing with my head. But there's all the B flats in the world from chromatic scale, right? And I'm like, and you could do this on other instruments too, which is cool. All right, D, A, E, all right, cool. But then you go, oh, okay, well, B flat is a B flat and a D note and an F note. So then you go, okay, well, if I can go and find all the B flats and the Ds and the Fs in the whole universe, I would know how to play B flat across the entire guitar fretboard, which would be pretty cool, right? So B flat's over there and D's over there, F's over there, B flat there, D there, F there, yep, cool, B flat's over there, D's over there, cool, and then D, B flat, there's the F again, there's another D, B flat, there's a F, there's another F, there's a D over there, there's a F over there. Did I get them all? And then you end up with this weird, crazy, awesome pattern like that people go, oh yes, don't you know the caged method of playing, which is fun. You know, it's like basically like you got this certain chord shapes that just turn up in a certain order because of the tuning of the instrument. It's not like some profound knowledge necessarily. I used to call it the Ed cage because originally I mapped it out for like an E chord, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I guess it's just a random aside. There's like this D shape over here. Ooh, I could even grab a highlighter or something and then diagram the shapes so you could kind of see them. I guess I could tab these two. But the main shapes, right? Okay, all right, I'm gonna make B flat the center of the universe. Baby's going to town on a pin right now. Dude, don't hurt me. All right, cool, but there's this cool octave thing. So you end up with something that looks like this, sort of. Right, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna map this out, and you might want to do it for like a different chord. Like B flat isn't necessarily the best example in the whole world, but you will see like this shape right here. Gosh, this camera's really messing with me now. Is an A shape, right? There's your A major shape on the guitar if you're a guitar player, right? So then I go this way, and there's a G shape. There's a G kind of thing there. Like if I barred here, you'd see sort of like a G major shape kind of thing. And if I bar here, then it's like an E major shape. And if I bar over here, it's kind of like a little D shape. Oh gosh, yeah, this camera's all messing with my head, but there's D, and then there's like the C shape. So like a D shape is actually the back of a C chord shape, which is kind of cool. Like I go right, and I'm looking at the thing, and like my finger is going the other way. It's messing with my head, but so you end up with this order of like the A chord shape goes to the G chord shape, goes to the E chord shape, goes to the D chord shape, goes to the C, goes to the A. So occasionally, like on YouTube, like in your searches, if you're looking for guitar stuff, you'll see people describe this as the caged method that chords move. And so and you can do it for any chord. They always come in the same order because of like the way that the tuning is. You always have the root notes moving. Randomly, I have this thing, and that Mastering Little Wing video probably covers some of this. I can't imagine like I didn't cover this at some point, but I always think of this as like the baseball diamond, right? It's like you got like sort of like the E shape on this side and the A shape over there, which is cool. And then over here, bam, bam, bam. I call this one left field, and I call this one right field, and I think of it like a baseball diamond. So this is like home base, first base, second base, third base, and you run around the bases. And then you got left field over here and right field over there. And then after that, then you're back to third base again. And then the diamond kind of comes back. So it kind of looks like this madness. Cool. Some of this might seem familiar to some of y'all. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I feel like that people harp on it. There's this guy, I forget who it is, who actually pays for ads on my stuff that you may have seen. Like, oh yeah, he's like, da-da-da, there's a secret method, da-da-da, the guitar, yada, yada, yada. So anyway, it's cool to know this stuff. It is, don't get me wrong. It's just like I feel like The main thing is like to play along with people and steal their licks. It's cool to understand the theory too, but the theory's there because of cool sounds and just trying to describe them to people, right? And I've got lots of videos on other scales and pentatonic scale and all that stuff. That Little Wing video kind of covers just about everything. It's just like a 3-hour monstrosity. But so there's your B flat major chord, right? We talked about A shape. If you were going to bar 3rd fret, you'd have a G shape in front of it. Like this was a capo and not my finger, right? I'm capoed 3rd with my human capo, and then this is my G shape in front of it. It's also a B flat major chord. It's the same notes, right? Same note names, different place. All right, cool. Whoa, that was really trippy. All right, then up here on the 6th fret, then I got an E shape, right? This one probably is a little bit more familiar to people, right? And then randomly, if I was going to bar on 8th fret, I'd have a D shape in front of it. And if I was going to bar up on 11th fret, then it'd be a C shape. Oh gosh, I can't get it. It's so tight. Oh gosh. Oh, and I had a hand injury this week. Oh gosh, I'm going to get it. All right, so I'm barring here. There it is. Oh, sorry. There it is right there. I'd be like, I'll just take a little piece of it. I don't need to do the whole thing. You know what I mean? So this is like the little beginner B flat we talked about. 1-3-3 from the high E. Over here is like a 6-6-7 B flat major. This is a mini bar thing. Tammy, we talked about this with D shapes. Tammy, you remember? Now I'm moving them in different places. But then you got a D shape, but up on 10 and 11. And then it kind of comes back, like up on the top. So if you're interested in that kind of theory stuff, you might want to check out that Mastering Guitar with Little Wing thing. I just harped on that way too long. But you know, you could take other chords, and if you know chromatic scale, you could go and find where those notes are and map them out for yourself. I'm sure you could buy a book too, but I feel like you'd learn more like just mapping it out for yourself. I used to do that all the time in the coffee house. I'd be like, I want a new F chord. Let me go find all the Fs in the whole universe. I'd be like, oh, that's a cool F. That's a cool F. That's a cool F. Oh, I do this one. Oh, that's cool. And I was just digging on open strings with it too. I'd be like, it's really like, you know, I got an open A and open E going on now, so like it sounds like a completely different thing. But like those 3 is like a little F chord, you know, a little F chord up here is like a little mini bar thing. Anyway, anyway, I've talked too long about that. That's all really cool. So yeah, the B flat major bar full fret tutorial. That was it in a nutshell. Alice in Chains. Let's see. Oh gosh, we got Pietro. Did I say your name right? Hello, I find your channel a few weeks, and I'm use your channel to help some music. I'm learning electric guitar. Yeah. I had somebody go, oh yeah, you do everything so well on acoustic. You convert all this stuff to, and I'm like, yes, of course. But you could play electric, and occasionally I have people go like, don't you do electric guitar tutorials? And I'm like, I do the acoustic thing because I feel like there are more people who have an acoustic guitar hanging out at their house. It's easier to take it to the park. I don't have to worry about balance issues between the electric guitar when I'm speaking and or singing and the amp and where that placement is in conjunction to my camera. And so like it's just easier and quicker to shoot the acoustic. If I'm playing a gig somewhere, I'll probably show it with an electric guitar because I'm plugged in. But yeah, it's just easier when I'm shooting this stuff to just grab the acoustic and just do it. So William Billing, it's good to see you, man. Teach the songs. Oh gosh. Oh, you were asking me about these on my channel this week too. These are already on the list. Let me go back to the list. Where was the list? There it is over here. All right, cool, because we did the B flat thing. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, Beatles. Now this is just a random aside. I am a huge Beatles fan. I love all the Beatles songs. I think at this point I probably have about half of the discography up as cover lessons. Because the Beatles, like it was a 10-year run. You know, I'm not talking like Paul's solo stuff or George solo stuff or Ringo solo stuff or John solo stuff, but the Beatles as an entity is like a 10-year run, right? So I feel like I've got about half of the discography up. I actually have a list, and I know I have the complete Help album up, and I know I have the complete Sgt. Pepper's up. And I actually have a list of all the Beatles songs, and when I do a Beatles song, I get to scrub it out. Because there's like, these are all the Beatles songs. And now Revolution number 9, I'm probably never going to do it. Because that would just be silly and ridiculous. And there's a lot of revolutionary recording stuff, that way. That, they were just front runners on so much stuff, So anyway, absolutely. But I'm going to write these down. Even though they were technically like already on my list, right? William, all right, cool. So Bad to Me, actually they're on 3 lists now, which is even better. Don't Ever Change. Don't Ever Change. Because I mean, me and my friend Mike, we used to play a whole bunch of cover stuff, man. We were like the Beatles. We did this thing one time at Star Music called Celebrity Thursday, and he was Paul and I was John, and we got to be the Beatles for an afternoon concert to 2 people. It was really good. So Green Country, I agree. That's right. Oh, thank you for saying that with me, Green Country. Let's all say it together. Don Henley did not write Take It Easy. And if I ever meet Don Henley, that's going to be the freaking first thing I say to him. I'm going to be like, you did not write Take It Easy. That's right, which is why it's still up on the channel. So, yeah, if only he had not written all the other Eagles songs in the world, right? So Don Henley did not write Peaceful Easy. He co-wrote it. He has a lot of co-writing credits with other people in the Eagles. I know, right? It's like, well, he didn't write that one. Yeah, but he may own an interest in that one. Either the music, Danielle, or he may own the lyrics. Like, I feel like the copyright strike I got was less than 2 months ago, and it was for Tequila Sunrise, which he co-wrote with Glenn Frey. And it was at that point I realized Glenn Frey was dead, and Don Henley was the guy who was coming after me legally. And came after a lot of other people and destroyed people's YouTube channels and their income in the middle or at the end of this pandemic, whatever thing. Like, geez, man. I mean, come on, you're a millionaire. He's the richest drummer on the face of the earth. Come on. And he wants to go after people for playing who like his music, who actually gave him money for his music, and he wants to go after them for something. I don't know. I don't understand that at all. I always like that Woody Guthrie quote. Oh man, do you guys know Woody Guthrie? If you don't know Woody Guthrie, you should know Woody Guthrie. All right, Woody Guthrie has a great copyright quote. My favorite Woody Guthrie quote of all time, actually. All right, and it's right over here. It's oh gosh, I found it right here. It's where's it at? Let's see. Woody Guthrie used this as an anti-copyright notice on his songs, which I'm game for that too. If you guys see a song and I wrote it, please steal it. Go do whatever you want to. Make a sky out of it. Sample it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. All right, but anyway, this is what Woody Guthrie said. He said, this song is copyrighted in the U.S. under the seal of copyright 154085 for a period of 28 years, and anybody caught singing it without our permission will be mighty good friends of ours, because we don't give a darn. Publish it, write it, sing it, swing it to it, yodel it. We wrote it, and that's all we wanted to do. And that's the way I feel about it, too. Music is an art form. It should be shared among people. And it seems so anticlimactic and anti-musical to come after people who would want to try and share an art you created that's specifically written to share. I don't understand that point of view at all. So, you know, the whole Don Henley, I own it. I'm gonna sue you and, you know, make you destroy your YouTube channel because you played my song in the background at your 7-year-old's birthday party. Like, I don't get that. And it's a power thing. He's not making any more money doing it. It's just a power thing. But let's move on and forget about Don Henley forever. All right, so Wake and Bake got me. Oh, yeah, I hear you, Danielle. Yeah. Oh, right. And I can't remember. Like, he does have co-writing credits on some other stuff. Anything that Don Henley touches, I don't care about anymore. But Tammy, Souther wrote for the Eagles. Oh, right on, man. Yeah, Eagles, man. Eagles had a lot of good people. I got a picture somewhere of me and of Don Felder. Oh, gosh, what a great guy. I mean, he's, like, very, like, welcoming to fans. Shake hands. He's the guy who wrote the progression for Hotel California, but because Don Henley has a co-writing credit on it, I can't have it up on my channel anymore. So anyway, one day, not to be grim, one day Don Henley will die and his family will want to make money from his stuff again. But anyway, Tammy Souther wrote, oh cool, yeah, right on. All right, cool. That goes this way. Oh gosh, I'm way behind on my questions, aren't I? Like I said, I will stay here until we're done. But Carolina, so Panthers fan. I'm just not into football, man. I mean, if I'm watching a football game, I'm watching it to hang out with my dad or my family. But I'm not gonna like. Normally I'll be like, oh, awesome, I got free time. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna go watch football. I'll be like, ooh, let me go pick out some tunes for people and or shoot stuff for YouTube to help people. That's just my go-to, man. But yeah, I like the Carolina Panthers are cool. Don't get me wrong, that's cool. And I hang out with some people, man, huge Carolina Panthers fans all around me though. Dayun, did you pretend to cry when you covered Wagon Wheel on guitar about 8 years ago? That's deep, dude. I did not pretend. There are certain songs That's not the only one. There are just some songs, because of the range of the voice, I think it opens up a hole to your heart. And sometimes you'll sing the silliest song in the whole world, and it will hit you the right way, and it will make the floodgates of heaven open up in your eyeballs. And that particular cover of Wagon Wheel that you're talking about, Dayun, is one of the brown background covers. That was the first run of covers. And what had happened was my adopted mom, Rhea, had died. And I was like, I'm not doing tutorials today. I'm just gonna play some music. And that was just one of the ones. It was kind of like a test run for cover lessons. So I did Brown Eyed Girl and a bunch of stuff I used to play with my friend Pascal and Rhea out of their house. And anyway, so I hit Wagon Wheel, and there's that part about the dirt road, and they had a dirt road, and it just hit me the wrong way, man. It was really hard, and I just left it that way. I guess I could have reshot it and tried to get over it, you know. That happens to me now, shooting some silly songs sometimes. I say silly songs, they're not silly songs, but just sometimes a song will hit you the right way, and you go, man, there's emotional content here for me. And I don't know what it is. It's like therapy, you know. And it's like, for me, like I'm shooting these things a lot back to back, you know. So like, you know, you get to like the 10th time hitting through it, and eventually you can work through it. And I've definitely played the hardest gigs in the world. Where I mean, my grandmother passed away 2 years ago. I played at her funeral. I played songs that we used to sing every Friday afternoon, and that's hard. It's hard for me to play Lord of the Dance or Come Sing a Song with Me without breaking up, because I think about her. Like songs have an emotional attachment, you know. They're healing. That's what's happening. Yes, you're crying. Yes, you're having an emotional reaction to it, but it's healing you some way. It's making you realize that you carry those people with you forward. They're not gone. You can you know, as long as you carry that memory with you, they live with you. You know, that was deep thoughts with Munson, but yeah, no, I did not pretend to cry like that. Those were real tears, sir. And I'm sure, like, you know, every now and then I'll hit something and you just hit the right line and you just remind you of some, I don't know, man, just emotional content, man. It's out there. Tammy, sometimes you feel like you're not progressing when you have a breakthrough. I've been playing the A minor and C backing tracks with the pentatonic scale. Oh, yeah, cool. That's awesome, Tammy. Decided to map the C notes, pentatonic all over the fretboard. So much fun. Yeah, absolutely. And so you can experiment with those. I know I think I have a tab sheet. That is awesome. So what Tammy's doing is she's taking the A minor. You know, I've got all these Munson Jam tracks, has like a lot of backing tracks too, and you'll find backing tracks all over the place, I'm sure. But this E minor, I thought I had an A minor one too. I've got a lot of E minor pentatonic thing because I'm just like that. That's my favorite thing in the whole world. Oh, here you go. All right. So now this isn't the whole thing. I thought I had like a A minor pentatonic. Oh, is that it? No, that's on a different instrument. But yeah, absolutely. That's awesome, Tammy. So oh gosh, let me go back one more page here. I was just trying to track that down on Pinterest to share it. Oh gosh, and now my computer's being, come on, mouse, do the thing. All right, well, hey man, you ever go to hit your mouse button and it just decides not to work anymore? Ooh, I found the page I'm looking for, Tammy. Cool. All right, so if people are interested in that question Tammy had, this is an A minor pentatonic scale page that I have for some students. I'll stick that up as a link. And then, yeah, absolutely, you can move it around all over the place. So, and it's the same thing we were just talking about with the chords. You go, okay, I'm going to find all the A's and C's and D's and E's and G's in the whole universe. Those 5 notes, that's an A minor pentatonic scale or a C major pentatonic scale. We'll find something in A minor that just kind of jams and vamps on that, and then you know, and then you can just like make up some stuff all the way around it. That's awesome. That's great. So, man, that's good to hear. And I think I have a video. Oh gosh, like it's hiding everything from me today. But A minor pentatonic scale Munson. I think I have like a page on something that way, don't I? Or a video on that? It's not gonna let me find anything I'm looking for today. I must have reached my quota months ago, or at least this week. I probably did reach it this week. But pentatonic scale. All right, you go that way. Pentatonic scale. Oh, there it is. Jam in any key. All right, cool. All right, yeah. This is a video, but I feel like I cover like more instruments on this. But anyway, I'll put pentatonic lesson tutorial. I don't know what this looks like anymore. It's an old one, but you can check it out. But that's good to hear, Tammy. I'm glad that's working out because it's so much fun just to be able to talk with the guitar. It really is. Jefferson Airplane Volunteers. I will write that down. Jefferson Airplane Volunteers. All right, cool. John C. wants to see that up. So that cool. Hopefully we find it. Surf Prophet Welp, 8 lives left. Dude, I'm not the person to go like, man, I'm never gonna do that. But like, but the alternate tuning thing, yeah, I think that's what you're referring to. Like, oh gosh, the cat decided to move the tablet. Okay, baby, what are you doing? Cool. We're in the middle of a live session, and you don't know where your feet are anymore. All right, cool, awesome. Thank you all for dealing with we love you, baby. We love you. All right, cool. And then what do we got over here? Baby heard this was her debut in YouTube and wanted to put on a show. I just reached that comment, Danielle, and yes, I believe baby is also psychic. She's climbing again up the wall. Oh my God! Don't die, baby. Don't die. All right, so then what do we got? Any excuse to use fingers I don't normally use makes them stronger and more capable. Absolutely, man. Green country, absolutely. So I at one point in my life I broke my index finger on my right hand, and so I was doing fingerstyle classical at that point, hardcore, like at USC, studying with Chris Berg. And so anyway, it healed back funny. Actually, I have more stretch on the other hand now, which is weird. This finger is the one that broke, so it's like I can't stretch this finger as far as the other one anymore. But yeah, absolutely. It really forced me to do more like left hand tapping exercises, work and focus on that hand because my right hand was in a cast. So absolutely, man, just any excuse, absolutely, to work different fingers. Baby heard this, absolutely. All right, fingers, cough, stronger and more capable. Indeed. So yeah, you take the weak finger and work it. It's like if you're looking at a song, you're like, that's the hard part. I really have difficulty with that. Go practice that first. If you're like, this is the chord I hate, well, practice it every time you touch your instrument and make it like the most interesting, coolest, easiest thing to do in the whole world. And then you're like halfway home, So, thank y'all all again for joining and continue to watching, which this is cool conversation. Oh, Annie's song. I loved Annie's song. My dad said that's my favorite John Denver song. And I was like, oh, I need to put up a cover of that. And my student, Ron, his wife, that was their song at his wedding, so he's been working on that on violin, and so it really made sense to put that one up on the channel. So thank you, Renard. Oh, that's great. Or oh gosh, am I saying your name right? Raymart. Oh, you guys have the coolest names. See, Annie's song in your last video was your tutorial. It is extremely hard to sing and play the guitar at the same time. My voice is really squeaks, and I don't know why I can't sing this song. Sometimes the song's in just a really difficult key, and it was a question somebody was asking about capos. Actually, I think I skipped over that question, but I should have. Well, not in this thread, but like it was like on my list of like this is stuff I should talk about before I get into it. So normally, if there is an easier capo option, I'll throw that on Munson covers without the capo, so that'll bring the voice down. So if you find it difficult to sing high, like I do, because I'm a baritone, a Munson covers might be an easier YouTube channel to watch and play along to. And probably most of you guys are coming from that channel anyway, or aware that channel's there. And that channel has more subscribers, right? This is the older channel, which is why I'm doing the live feeds on this, because it's just an older channel. This was the original Munson music channel. So, but yeah, absolutely. What you could do, remarked, to kind of get over that is you could use a capo. So Annie's song starts on the D chord, and that one didn't seem too crazy. Like there's an easy B minor chord, I think. Instead of the bar B minor, you can go for like this little like 2, 3, 4, 1, high E second, B string third, G string fourth, right? That's probably tabbed in the video. The weirdest part I would think would be the 3 thing, like the down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So if the strum seems weird, you could just do 3 downs on each one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if you turn your right hand into just doing just one thing, like just downs, it frees you up a little bit to open up your mouth and concentrate more on the voice. That may help too. That warm-ups for the voice can be cool too. You know, like we used to do this thing in chorus where it's like, oh, hi, oh, and you go by chromatic scale. Oh, hi, oh, hi, oh, hi, what was that? That root 3, 5, root 5, 3, root. Yeah, it's like an arpeggio, right? Root 3, 5, root 5, 3, root is like with the notes I'm singing. Oh, hi, oh, and you kind of stretch your range and see like where you're at. I like green tea too, and I do find like the more I sing the same song over and over again, you will, you know, you're exercising those vocal cords, you know, which is kind of like a muscle, and then you can kind of like hit higher notes, you know, and it feels better the more you do it. So you can also take a capo. I was looking for a capo, but I think my kids stole my capos. But the idea there would be kind of similar. So if da 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 da, it's high, right? But if you capo up, ba da da da. If you capo up high enough, eventually you can sing down to do it instead. Whoa, let me see if I do have a capo. Nope, somebody stole it. Oh hey, what's up? How's it going? Oh gosh, it's my wife again. Hello, Kira.
Hi, kitty.
Oh yeah. There's the cat. All right, cool. Woohoo! And then Chaser's out here now. Hey, Chaser. Chaser likes to chase cars. That's why we call him Chaser. I like to call him Chaucer because it just sounds more sophisticated. Did you want to go outside? I better not put you outside because the gate might be open.
No, it's not.
Okay. All right, the gate is not open. Here you go, buddy. He's like, I don't want to go outside. Okay, cool. All right, cool. No, he's run away. Cool. But you could capo up, and if I had a capo, I would demonstrate, but I don't have a capo, so I can't demonstrate. But eventually, if you capo up high enough, you can start singing down lower. So it seems like it's in a bad key. You may want to capo it up and then try it on your own to, just to see like how that works out. Because eventually you'll get up higher, you know, and be like, oh, okay, now I can sing the low notes, and it's easier, you know, because every song is just keyed wherever the vocalist that's singing it wanted it. So they're stealing the show. I'm gonna let them steal the show. But I'm like minutes behind on the questions. What else we got? Vidal is not posting for years. I watched some of his lessons and he speaks Spanish so good. Oh, he does. My friend Vidal has a channel, and he hasn't posted in a long time. It's Las Scalas.
Why aren't he posting?
He probably isn't making enough money to make it worth his while. So y'all need to go watch more stuff. He used to put a lot of time into his videos. Channel, and it was cool. I mean, he's got some cool play-alongs and stuff too. Let me see if I can find it, and I could give y'all all a link, and y'all can go run over and subscribe to Vidal's channel. There it is right there. Thanks for supporting Vidal's channel. Oh baby, no. Yeah, sorry. All right, cool. All right. Don't step on the keyboard. You're in the live session.
Listen to her fussing.
Yeah.
Fussing.
Oh, you're so upset. All right, so I'll put Vidal's channel, Las Escalas. Yep, cool. And then I forgot to put the link. There's the link. All right, cool. So yeah, no, he hasn't posted in a while, but you know that's the other thing is what happened to Vidal. Let me tell you, he did this thing. He got married, and then after that he had this thing. It's called a kid, and then after that he had another kid, and so. And then he had to get like another job too. So like in my case, like I'm at the music store all the time, but and I got all these lessons and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And Vidal had a lot of lessons too. But then we had this pandemic thing. We had to kind of like close down the shop. I kept on payroll, but he had to get another job just to pay his bills and stuff. So he works at Samsung now. And randomly, we should all sing Happy Birthday for his, I think it's Sage's birthday this week. Yeah, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sage. Happy birthday to you. I think Sage is like 1 year old? 2 years old? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so Vidal has a family and stuff. So yeah, you get busy with stuff like that, Dave. It's like if you're young and single, enjoy it. Have fun with that. That's what guitar's for. And it's so much fun. Oh my gosh, I love. And even if you're older and single, awesome guitars is fun anytime. But anyway, yeah, Vidal hadn't posted in a while. He speaks Spanish so good. Yeah, man, he's actually from Mexico. Vidal Tapia was one of the first Mexicans, or his family was like one of the first Mexican families that moved to Newberry. So anyway, I love Vidal. He's like my best friend in the whole world. He was my best man at my wedding. But let's see, hi folks. All right, Tammy says caged, cool, been hard for me to grasp, but not working on it. Right on. And the cage thing, like the C chord shape to the A shape to the G shape to the D, or the E shape to the D shape, right back to the C shape. And we're like oh gosh, I don't know where, there it is. Oh gosh, oh, that. Okay, cool. All right, it's painful for y'all too, right? So anyway, so yeah, absolutely. So you could do it for the C. Once you kind of get used to the order, right? G shape goes to E shape, E shape goes to D shape, D shape goes to C shape, C shape goes to A shape goes back to G shape. D goes to the C shape goes to A shape goes to the G shape goes to the E shape goes to the D shape, that kind of thing. But I always like the little chords though, you know, it's like, okay, I got little D, you know, and then like if you know that the D is, you slide back 2 frets for the C, you know, and then if you know some G's, you know, then yeah, then you could take like a GCD song and then like use little shapes for it. You know, I think that helps reinforce it a lot too. So, oh gosh, let's see, where are we at with questions? Okay, cool. I'm an intermediate guitar player, but my real problem is singing, and I really don't know how to play and sing at the same time. Yep. So what I would normally do is, like, you could take a 1-chord song even if you're having difficulty playing and singing. Like Bad to the Bone, randomly, is a 1-chord song. It's a G chord. So you could even just do just downs on it, right? Just to keep something going, and then just try opening up your mouth and singing, right? On the day I was born, there's all got around. It doesn't have to be singing either. It could be talking. There's a lot of like talky people, you know, like Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, you know, who base their entire career on not being able to sing, kind of thing. So I feel like the down thing would really help. For me, I had played guitar for a long time before I was like, oh yeah, you know, playing and singing, that'd be cool to do that, because then I wouldn't have to, like, you know, I could play gigs and then sing, right? And people would pay me money and stuff. So yeah, Remarks, I hope that helps with that. I feel like finding something where you could just do downs could be good. Randomly, another thing you could do is like just a blocking thing where you do, this is so weird, the reverse thing. It's like I see my hair doing this, but I'm like, no, and I go the wrong way because I'm still reversing the camera. I go this way, but I'm going that way. Yeah, that's so weird, man. But anyway, but you could also just do one down. So like if you're playing along with my recording, right, I'm doing like all these strum pattern things. But you could do something where you're like, when the night has come and the land is dark, and just wait for the chord change, you know what I mean? And the moon, that would give you more time to kind of concentrate on the voice. Is the only light we'll see, you know what I mean? Like that could be a cool way too. Sometimes I call that blocking. It reminds me of a big block of a chord, you know. So that could be a cool like practice technique to get used to playing and singing at the same time too. Let's see, Dayoon says it's almost impossible to play on the 17th or 18th fret on a dreadnought acoustic guitar, right? It can be. That's why I would take like little pieces, you know. I'm like, okay, well, there's my D shape, you know. If I'm way up here 14, 15, there's 17, 18, or 16, 17, right? You know, sometimes you got to bring the thumb around the other side, because you can't, you know, work a function that way unless you got like the cutaway thing, and I don't, right? And this is not exactly like a dreadnought. This is actually like a 14th fret juncture where the thing is. It's my uncle's Yamaha, so just a cool classical-esque guitar. Remarked, how about a hum or whistle? Oh yeah, that's a good thought. And I know you guys see me whistling all the time. I know I scare some people with my whistles. Sorry if I scare you with my whistles. It's just a thing that I do because I feel like it's good to have a placeholder there. You know, like if you hit a solo in a song and you hear me whistling sort of the melody, you'd be like, oh yeah, I could learn that part and then play along that part till Munson, you know. So I might be going. Because when I was a kid, I wanted to be a professional whistler. But you then could go, oh hey, that's that Sweet Child of Mine song, and I can go learn the lick, and then I could go when he's whistling it, and I can practice my solo with it, and kind of have an idea of what it's supposed to sound like, because Munson's whistling it for me. You know, whatever it happened to be. But you know what I'm saying. So and then we got the hums. Yeah, and that's a good way to do it too. You know, instead of like singing like humming, just doing any kind of sound behind yourself. Is Malcolm still a student of yours, or is he a music teacher? He is both. And I learned stuff from Malcolm too. Like I feel like I like the idea of a music teacher not as someone who tells you what to do. I like it. I like the idea of a music teacher as somebody who walks along a path with you, and y'all can share stuff. And so Malcolm does. Malcolm is one of my awesome, cool, crazy students, and he has chops out the wazoo. Malcolm is a true musician, and with his family, like, writes some really, really cool, awesome songs also, and they're always performing. So if you see Crazy Awesome on his YouTube channel, that's Malcolm. If you see his family's 5 on Fire, they also have a YouTube channel. But that's a really good question, Malcolm. Normally we have our lessons. Oh my gosh, all right, you guys, this is a song that Malcolm wrote called Happiness, and he shot this cool, awesome video, and y'all should watch this and then share it over the entire internet. It's the coolest thing ever. I'll put like, bye, Malcolm Walker. But we were practicing yesterday for a gig that they're going to be doing. 5 on Fire, his family band's going to be doing at the fair, like, coming up. So yeah, absolutely. He's a student, and he's also a music teacher. He teaches some great students, actually. He does a lot of good stuff. Only claims I ever had came from playing Hotel California, Love Hurts by Nazareth. Oh, right on, Green Country, yeah. So it's weird too. Like, I had a million covers of, like, me and students playing Hotel California. Like, I literally had like 30 versions of it up. Sometimes they would go, hey, audio's been muted, copyright claim. Sometimes they'd be like, hey, it's cool, this is free share, you know, we just got a claim on it, but you don't have to remove it. But when I got that strike for Tequila Sunrise, I was like, this is silly, because I don't want to have to be stressing this stuff any more than I already have to do. You know what I mean? And so I was like, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the risk for the 10,000 videos that I have up on this channel to have to be reloaded because one cover of Hotel California is better than the other, or more in line with the other, or like one, you know what I mean? It just didn't make any sense to risk not being able to help people like this either. You know, it's like, and it'd just be like a waste of time if like the whole channel went down because of one artist being however weird they are. So yeah, man, I hear you. You never know. They did have like a little thing about 5 years ago where you could be like, hey, you can search the copyright claims for this particular song. And that was cool, but it was weird because, like, for instance, like the Take It Easy thing, they'd be like, you can't upload the Eagles cover, but if you do like the Vince Gill cover, you're cool. And you'd be like, because they're in the same key, it's the same tempo, like it's literally the same song, like what's the difference, right? So like if I say I covered the Vince Gill cover of this song and not the Eagles cover, then it was cool. It didn't make any sense. All right, ooh, now this is weird. Randomly, I have a low battery warning on my live device here. I don't think my kid stole my normal cord, and I don't think it's just not charging like it should be. So I'm gonna have to call it quits here in a minute. We've been going for a couple hours here. I do want to answer all the other questions, so I'm gonna look through other questions here. All right, lead sounds cool. I just got the low battery warning from my iPad, but Grace of God singing Tear. Okay, all right, ooh, let me go that way. All right, Ancient met the Eagles before when they were famous. It's the Grace of God singing through tears. Right on. You know, it Grace. Okay, cool. Let me write that one down. The Tears. All right, cool. We got A minor pentatonic. Oh well. So we're almost caught up with questions here. Lots of fun. Strum version Wildwood Flower you did was a tearjerker for me. Oh, Joseph, thank you. That's a great tune. Ramar says, I don't mind buzzing if the action on the guitar's low, as long as it's buzzing too much, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, and you can adjust it. The closer you get to right behind the fret, the easier it is to hold down, and the less effort you have to put on it. Lighter strings, we talked about that in the Q&A. Silk and steel strings for for acoustics also can make it easier to play, and get you a thing. But don't mean to rush you, but Phil Collins is on your list. Oh man, dude, I love some Phil Collins in Genesis. I know Land of Confusions is up. In the Air Tonight would be cool. It's just I wish it was in E minor, it's not D minor. But I do have a chart for that up on the Pinterest somewhere. Oh gosh, let's see. Phil Collins. And oh man, gosh, the Invisible Touch album, I used to just dig on that whole thing. Looks like I've got You'll Be in My Heart, In the Air Tonight, En Mi Corazon, like the one from Tarzan that he wrote too. I need some more of that up. And there's probably like Genesis up that's not coming up in this feed. But and Air Tonight, I'll shoot you a link for that one. All right, cool. And that was Luke asking for that. All right, cool. Wander 2000, thanks for the channel, bro. I was always out of practice. Man, yeah, isn't it cool that we can just like be practicing 24 hours a day? It's awesome. I love, what do you do? Have learned tons of songs from your covers. Thank you so much, Tim. Miss you too, Tammy. Oh, thank you so much. Russ Howe says, hey, Munson, followed your channel for years. Cheers for your efforts. Thanks so much, man. It's all here for free. Glad we can make some music together. Got some, thank you, TY. Oh gosh, we have caught up with all the stuff. Oh my gosh. And so, I should play something before the battery dies, right? To just say goodbye to everybody. Thank you all for coming and joining. We'll do this live Q&A again. As far as I know it's Labor Day weekend, but I'm guessing first Sunday in September. I'll set it up as a link so you can find it somewhere. I was gonna play an original tune to try and get out of here. We're gonna go bowling in just a little bit too, and I'm sure like it'd be cool just to hang out. Oh yeah, that's a good one. All right, cool. That's one up on my channel too. Don't know. Didn't really plan ahead enough for the stuff. Oh yeah, but let's do that. All right, cool. So this is a little song I wrote called "Don't Cry," and it's up on the channel if you want to check it out. It's got a little lick. It's like. And I love all y'all. Have the wonderfulest day ever. Don't cry, my love. Don't cry, my love. I can see the sun shining through the clouds yesterday, and besides, the rain is on our side. So don't cry, my love. Don't cry, my love. Can't you hear the rivers running from the mountains to the sea? Can't you hear them calling out your name? And don't cry, my love. Alright, comes the whistle solo, y'all. Besides, the rain is on our side. On our side. On our side. On our side. Cool. That's a little Munson original for you. All right. I hope y'all have a great day. Thank y'all for coming in for the Q&A. If you got other questions, shoot me an email or something. Otherwise, we'll do this again first Sunday in September. It's August now. September's good. All right, cool. I love y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon somewhere.